friends, welcome to my channel Craving Flavors Food for Passion. Today I am here with another mouth-watering recipe called Paneer Lababdar, as it literally means lip-smacking paneer. If you like my recipe, give it a try and please like, share and comment on the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon button to have more updates on my videos. Thank you, and let's begin. For paneer lababdar, we need paneer and we will make a base gravy. For that, we need 2 medium-sized onion chopped, fresh red tomatoes which we will cut in 4s, and 1.5 inch of chopped ginger, 4 segments of chopped garlic, 8 to 10 cashew nuts, 2 dry chilies, cinnamon sticks, 1 inch, 3 to 4 cloves, 3 to 4 green cardamoms, 1 black cardamom, and 2 tablespoons of beaten yogurt. And in dry masalas, we need 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of garam masala powder, half tablespoon of kasuri methi, and of course we need salt, sugar and oil to cook. Now let's proceed to the process. At first we will cut the 250 grams of paneer block into small square pieces, and then we will cut them in thin triangles so that it looks good and tastes good too. Just like this. See how I'm cutting it? The thin triangles. We will now dip the paneer pieces in a bowl of warm water with a pinch of salt. This will keep the paneer soft and moist while cooking. Next, we will dice these fresh tomatoes into slices or like 4 halves. So we will have 8 pieces. Now that our cooking prep is done, we will heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a skillet, and then we will put the chopped garlic, ginger, dry red chilies, cinnamon, black cardamom, green cardamom, cloves, cashew nut, and fry them for about 1 minute. When you see them sizzling, put the tomatoes in. As soon as you put the tomatoes, if you sprinkle a little salt, it will help them to cook a little faster. And to balance the salt in the masala, we will also put a little sugar. And then stir it for about 30 seconds. And pour 1 cup of warm water to it. When it starts boiling, cover it and let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes, you can see the tomatoes became soft and very plump. And now, wait till the mixture gets cooled to the room temperature. Now, we'll pour the mixture in the grinder and we will grind it to a fine paste. To have a smooth paste, we will pour the mixture through a sieve. This will give a very silky and restaurant-style texture to our gravy. Now, in a hot skillet, we will heat 1 tablespoon of oil and we will temper it with 2 bay leaves. After 30 seconds, when you smell the aroma, put the chopped onions and fry them till they are lightly browned. This will take around 3 to 4 minutes. Now that the onions are a little brown, we will put our dry masalas, the turmeric powder and the Kashmiri red chili powder. If you put them right in the beginning in hot oil, it will give you a bright red color like the restaurants, and you don't have to use any food color actually. To avoid burning the powdered masala, we will put about 1 tablespoon of water. Next goes in the coriander powder, the cumin powder, and we will put now the prepared base gravy. And stir it nicely, the mixture and the masala, and put the gas in medium low. We will add the beaten yogurt now and we will stir it slowly but continuously to mix the yogurt in the gravy. This will enhance the smoothness of the dish, and when the yogurt is completely mixed, we will put the kasuri methi and the garam masala powder. Give it a quick mix and then we will place the paneer pieces in the gravy. All this time, remember to keep the heat in medium low. Now, to have a restaurant style thick paneer lababdar, I will share a secret with you. Finely crumble 2 to 3 pieces of paneer and put them in the gravy. Lastly, we will add 2 more things to the gravy. 2 tablespoons of fresh cream and only 1 drop of Keora water. This will add the richness and flavor of the gravy, exactly what we get in restaurants. This dish is actually all about the right balance of sweetness, salt and the tartness, which will leave you licking your fingers. The delightful thick gravy is ready. You can taste the mixture of paneer and the masala in every bite you take. Try my recipe of paneer lababdar at your home and enjoy it with naan, roti, paratha or rice. Please give me feedback in the comment section, and thank you again for watching my video. See you next time.